say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm a brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me, yeah, but said I got
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Black Knights and the Beats, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Super Bowl of the 30s. Super Bowl 64 is underway from the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. He'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. McPherson's kick is good, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his 2nd NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his 2nd year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. He finds his man, complete. It's Page. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Page. They'll look to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll look look to throw here on first down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On second down, they'll run it here. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
3 more quarters of football left in this season as we're through 1, and we'll be back in a moment with more of Super Bowl 64. 3-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, welcoming you back to the biggest of them all, Super Bowl 6. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lamb. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken in at the 22. Shifts by him. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 56 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. Back to throw here. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. The kick by Bass is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
London about set to take over on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lamb. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. They're going to look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. London about set to take over on offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Page. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throw left side to Reynolds. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And it's been the passing game that's gotten them to where they are, 2 quarters away from a possible Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for our home team, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Lamb, and a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48, a gain of just 1. On second down now, it's Lamb, and he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Lamb to return it. A big kick that time, 52 yards. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Page. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Lamb. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to him on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Lamb. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lamb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Second and 5. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Beats are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes down to the 4th quarter of Super Bowl 64 in just a moment. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back for the 4th quarter here at Super Bowl 64. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The end result, 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
They'll run the option on third and short yardage.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He's stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 1st down, Lamb, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll run on the draw. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lamb. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On 3rd down, Lamb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Bass is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now Las Vegas, down by a field goal, less than 90 seconds to go. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Conley with a reception. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Back to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before,
and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there in overtime. 62 yards. Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
They'll run on first down. It's Lamb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So CD in the postseason, they obviously get the chance to answer that touchdown from a bit ago, but how do they set aside that pressure knowing that their entire season is coming down to this series?
What a great question, and I don't think that they set it aside. I think that they confront it, and they've done it throughout practice time in preparation for opportunities like this.
2nd and 9 now. Going to throw right side here, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Well, a little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They run a draw here on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now. Prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time. And let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.